So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Very windy, apparently. Yo, is this the antlion dunes outside of Nova Prospect in Half-Life?
To represent Coda's puzzle, with the two doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Yo, this house looks cozy. Oh, hello. Well, my goodness, I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. Thought I might be having to clean this entire house all by myself, and right miserable that would have been. Everyone knows lonesome hands make lousy homes. And lousy homes make home loners.
The quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this.
Something tells me you're going to be fun to do this with.
He started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Cool. Well, this place isn't going to clean itself as far as I know. I'll finish up here. In the meantime, could you please clear the table? Boom. Much nicer. That's the table I want to see. Now, would you please run into the bedroom and make the bed? Oh, I'll run into the bedroom and wait for you, Daddy. Cube head Daddy. Wait, that's the bathroom. I wish it was that easy. Holy shit. While you're in there, why don't you straighten out the rug? All the little details matter. Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? Well, I don't enjoy it so much as I need it. While I'm working, I feel a kind of calm that rests in the pit of my ribcage. My soul just can't be soothed any other way, it seems, which I guess is about all that matters. Oh, that and a tidy couch. Would you straighten out the pillows on the sofa? Calm that ribcage, boy. Oh dear, looks like someone spilled a drink by the couch. Maybe mop that up? Scrubbity-dub. I feel compelled to share an incredibly personal, cheesy insight. You okay with that? Make it especially cheesy. No. No. It was stupid, sorry, never mind. Hey, these dishes need to be washed. Why don't you do that? Okay. Last I checked, the tub needed cleaning. Dude, you're not doing shit! How about you scrub it as best you can? No need to be perfect. We're all just human. Are there still books scattered on the floor? Yeah. Oh, organized. Why can't cleaning be this easy, dude? Now then, how about you come and clear these dishes off the table?
After the intense set of prison games,
I did that already.
This house cleaning level almost feels
Stop
like
putting him back.
cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you. And eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Do these chores ever end? Darling, let me tell you something. Whatever work you do, you've absolutely got to own it. Otherwise, it owns you. So why don't we be with the task at hand and leave the future chores to future you? Present you wants to smooth out the rug in the bedroom, believe it or not.
I really like this game. Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was like grossly happy all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
Earlier when I said I had a cheesy thought, I was going to say it occurs to me one's house is a lot like one's soul. You take care of it and it takes care of you. Heh. Don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. Yeah, you're right. That's pretty cheesy. Anyway, so housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Books, would you please clean up the books? Thanks. This game's too realistic. I don't need to play a game realizing that chores never end.
I'm glad he made this. I'm glad he found some peace.
Stop throwing shit around, brother. Question. Do you enjoy this?
Of course, it can't last.
Later, loser.
The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave.
Okay.
The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
True. That's how life works, I think, brother. Lamppost get.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
September 2009. Items you love at members
This
only
one gets
prices.
a bit goofy.
Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No. You came here to become perfect. Is this Hope's Peak? Oh, I moved. This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about that way in your own life? Who do you know who is so well developed as a person they make you feel disgusted with yourself, compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful? I intend to make you into that person. Perfection is within your grasp. Thanks. And the question is not how we do it, how do we do it, but how do we do it effortlessly? This is easy. It is so easy, Forehead. It is so easy.
About halfway through the game,
Being perfect is
perspective
effortless.
shifts.
Oh no.
And you play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom.
Kids should not follow their dreams. I still love you, it's just you make me feel cold on the inside. Pepe hands. Drinking is not hurting my life. Seek out only one thing. What is the easiest, simplest path forward? Ha ha ha, just kidding. Holy shit, you guys, something is coming out of the back of the room. Look out. Everyone run, run.
I felt pretty hard for this one.
Perfection.
I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and
I like
totally
this dude.
fulfilled
He's
in
just
every
chilling.
way
He's listening.
and completely
He doesn't give a
miss
shit.
all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these days.
Really causes your noggin to jog. Yo, we're in 2010 now.
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this. And it's not like it's
This is a
particularly
big ass
complex.
stage. Holy
So
shit.
I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Alright, the performance is beginning. Places, please. Dude, the lights turning on was loud. It scared me. In this scene, you will be playing as me. We are a gathering of professionals. First, you'll start out leaning against this wall. Good, stay right there. Okay. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Where is the bathroom? Où est la toilette? What are you doing? You're deflecting. You're not saying what's actually on your mind. Stop dancing around that and have a conversation with this person. Do it again. Okay. I like you. No, that's not what I said to her at all. You're completely messing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just at that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need a better feel of the setting. There were a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Touch it. Ooh. Yeah. What are some sacrifices you've had to make? You're messing it all up again. You'll freak her out if the conversation gets that personal that quickly. You don't realize how important this was for me. I'll never get another opportunity like this again. Everything was riding on this. Okay. Jeez. I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage. Okay. I'm in jail again. I got arrested. Okay, yes, now this is working. This is what it was like.
Premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution, social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away.
No, it's too real.
Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer.
Oh, God!
But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Mobius Trip. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. Alright, you guys have to tell me what happens. Can I look yet? I'm looking. Help, I'm blind. I'm a cheater, dude. Please don't let this be forever. Yo, it's the door puzzle. Oh shit. Get the fuck out of here. Am I going to be killed by a giant door? Apparently. Rip. I'm gonna do nothing.
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't
Oh,
already.
okay.
It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there
What's
is
going
a solution,
on?
by the way.
Are we gonna die? Get the fuck out of here. The only way to stop it is to speak something that is honest. Yikes. I can't keep making these. Yes, that's it. That's the truth. It's draining me.
Like I
That
said, I was
ends.
getting concerned.
Keep going, keep talking.
First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way. His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Dang, we're blazing through 2010, dude. What is this? Yo, it's a cute tree. Where did this island come from? Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. When I try to create, I feel empty. Oh no! What's happened? Did something change? I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me to start it again. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far. I need to see it. I need to know why it stopped.
If the last game featured Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11. Now, put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
Yo,
Because
it's my
from my
doors.
perspective at the time and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
Easy clap. That was so
You
simple. I can't believe I
talk
never solved it
yourself
before
out
this.
of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
These are just words on some walls. Trust me, you'll see. Hey, stop crying, lady. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say that game development is simple and joyous and that you love it 100% of the time. Sure, it's easy. Smack. Ah, that feels wonderful. Why did I feel so awful when I said that? Don't worry about it, just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. It is easy, it never stops being easy. Yes, that's wonderful. Keep going.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me.
It's such a
I was
simple
watching him do
solution.
this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like video games are not worth this amount of suffering. This is someone I really cared about.
Okay, can you
And I
shut the
used
door?
to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me.
Yes, more. Keep
I don't know.
going.
This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop. But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
The machine. Ma'am, glad to see you've arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be quick. Very good. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing that you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. Oh, look at all these dudes. Look at the press. Get out of here, you animals. You
And of
stopped.
course, it's the machine.
Your work was keeping us healthy. How could we possibly go back to trusting you to do this job? You have to admit to the people that you allowed them to suffer. I've seen the thing you fear. Alright, then I will speak to them for you. YouTube commenters. My friends. It falls on me to deliver bad news. The machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. But this is not important. We're stronger than it thinks we are. Let us show it we are not failures. Follow me, we will destroy the machine. On stage. Monk ass. Is this the new Joker movie? No.
Remember, you can click to fire the gun.
Where am I supposed to shoot? Oh. Fuck the theater! Coda, I'll make sure you're known forever. Isn't that what you're scared of? Exposed to the view of others every day forever, seen in naked clarity?
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation. And
Whoops.
so, as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If
I
he
think
could
that's
see the difference it
unethical.
would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
Fuck it all. Oh my god!
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all is just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Put down your weapon. I did. Oh god! Skirt!
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy. So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.